Heidi, hello there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and I've got a grocery haul for you. And then I'm going to tell you a little story about Andrew. Yeah, it should be a good one. Yay, hooray. Well, let's get to it. Let's look at my bargains today. Hot diggity. I am so excited. Yippee skippy. I got some good things. Now, I did spend $96, and I'm not sure exactly where that money went. I've looked at my grocery bill and it's all there, but I spent $96. Still stayed on budget because my budget is about $100 a week. We are a family of 3 humans, 3 adult humans, 2 dogs, and 1 feral cat. F. Scott Fitzgerald. I just love him. But anyhow, let's look at my bargains, see what I got on sale this week. I got delivery from my Albertsons, which is just, across the street. As the crow flies, less than a mile, but I have to cross like 6 lanes of traffic in my mobility cart, and I'm not that thrilled about it. I could drive over there, but the problem is that by the time I drive over there and I walk the store and get all of my things, I don't actually have the energy to drive back home, and then somebody has to come rescue me. Nobody wants that. So, I just get the delivery, and I pay $99 for the Fresh Pass, so I get $5 off a grocery purchase every month. I get all the good coupons. I get all the try before you buys. I get a $2 Starbucks if I make it to the store, once a month, and a free drink on my birthday, and various other sundry things. For me, it works out because of the free delivery, whether I order once a week or if I order every day that week. It's always a free delivery. I do tip the driver because, it's 111 out there. God bless them. They're schlepping my stuff in the heat. They deserve a few bucks. Anyhow, so let's get to it. Let's look at my groceries. So let's do my free things first. Yay, hooray. I did get a package of these 1/4 pound patties. There's 10 hamburger patties in there, and I've gotten these a couple of times. There's a great coupon in my Just For Yous that you get 600 rewards points with your next purchase of, I think it's like $55 or more. So I've been clipping that coupon and getting my freebies with those digital rewards. It makes no sense for me to buy gas money for a car that I can't really drive that far. So, I got these patties. And what I'm doing with these, we can eat them, but I'm saving my extra bags for family dinner night, because we will resume family dinner night in September when the weather is cooler. So, I'm stocking up. I'm stocking up for family dinner night. In addition to that, I got a 1 pound, 16 fluid ounces of the Signature Select Ranch dressing. It's the light. That's all that they had available. I don't think anybody will care. I do not personally care for ranch dressing, but every time we have family dinner, do you have ranch dressing? That's the question. Do you have ranch dressing? So I saved this for all of my babies that just love ranch dressing. I got a free garden salad. This is a 12-ounce bag. This is not my favorite, but I do bulk that up with a little romaine and some other vegetables. But it's got cabbage, it's got lettuce, it's got carrots in it, so it's a pretty good mix. I'm learning to like it with a little extra, whether it's spinach or romaine. Either one is just fine with me. Also got an 8-ounce package of sliced white mushrooms. And my theory is that this plastic is just the death of these mushrooms. So I'll take this off, just cover it with a paper towel, make sure that there's no moisture collected in it. Just put a rubber band around the whole thing, and that was set beautifully in my vegetable drawer without getting all moldy and weird. And that will add a few extra days to its life. You've got to do everything you can to make your groceries stretch out. I did get another free 32-ounce block of mozzarella cheese this time. Yay, hooray. This was 300 points. This was well worth it. Okay, so those were my free things. On to the things that I paid for. Somehow this came to $96 worth of groceries. So, Sargento cheese was on sale, and I did get 2 packages of the Havarti because I can never find the Havarti on sale over at my, what's it called? You know that place, Aldi. Yeah, the Aldi. I can never find Havarti in the selections at Aldi. And Aldi on the regular is the very best place in my area to buy the sliced cheese. These are 10 slices, 7 ounces of the Havarti. Got 2. The limit was 4. I might go back. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. The sale's on till Tuesday, so I can, I can ruminate over it, but I doubt it. We love Havarti, so. Yay, hooray. Got a 16-ounce container of cottage cheese because that's what I eat for lunch. Yay, hooray. Now, I did not make my order in time to get the coveted sugar-free hazelnut coffee creamer from Coffee Mate that we usually like, but we did get this gigantic Coffee Mate creamer. Andrew and Melissa can use that. It is hazelnut. It's full fat, full sugar, all the things. So, yeah, they can use that. And then we still have 1 jug of the sugar-free. So I have told them the sugar-free in the refrigerator is for me, and that you can use this full-fat, full-sugar Coffee Mate hazelnut creamer because all of Melissa and Andrew, they like a little bit of coffee with their coffee creamer. For me, I just use a splash of the sugar-free, and it probably could last me a week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, I like a little bit of creamer with my coffee. Each to their own. So they've got plenty. They can enjoy that. Yay, hooray. Also got an English cucumber because that is my favorite. And I got this little package of grape tomatoes. These were on sale for 99 cents. Yes, please, and thank you, hot diggity. Now, Andrew, he is going to be thrilled. He does not know. He never knows what's in my grocery haul until, he opens the cabinet. Oh, his eyes get big. Oh, you got me yum-yums. He's just as bad as Hazel. So I hardly ever buy these because they are very expensive, and he loves Chips Ahoy cookies. So he got the chunky. These were on sale. Buy 3, and they were each $1.97. So $6 worth of cookies. One of these packages is usually $6. So it's like buy 1, get 2 free. I can live with that. He also got this Chips Ahoy Reese's. Yeah, he's gonna love that. And yeah, it's 140 calories per 2 cookies. So it's not terrible if you can limit yourself to 2 cookies. I don't know. I don't ask him. I do not monitor his cookie consumption. I just try to keep him stocked up because as his wife, that is one of my primary jobs, is to make sure that he's reasonably happy every day. Are you safe enough, happy enough, loved enough? You'll be fine. And then he got a package of the original, which oddly enough, 2 cookies is 160 calories. So I don't know what the difference is between the Reese's and the regular Chips Ahoy. I'm going to guess size because this package is a little bit bigger. So he's all stocked up on cookies. He's got all the things. Yay, hooray. Johnsonville brats were on sale for $2.79 per, which I think is a reasonable price. Again, I'm stocking up for family dinner night, so I'm going to need about 30 to 40 hamburger patties. I'm going to need brats. I'm going to need hot dogs. I'm going to need sausages because they like variety. And they eat like they've never ate before and may never eat again. And I love to feed them up. And so I am resting up to get my family dinner on. Now, I might have to start like 5 days in advance to get it all done. But I'm going to do it. We are having family dinner in September because I have missed my babies. They come over to see me, but not all of them make it. And I want to give them all big squeezy hugs. Yes, please, and thank you. So I also got mild Italian sausage. This is actually going to be one of our dinners tonight. So this is 5 sausages. It is about 19 ounces. So that's really good. A little bit over a pound there. And we're going to have sausage, and we're going to have peppers and onions with it. So a pepper and onion sausage sandwich. I can grill these, but I won't because it's miserable outside. It's 110, it's 111. It might only be 108 today. But yeah, it's not our grilling season. Our grilling season will start in September and go through next May. It's a long grilling season for us, thank goodness. When you're getting ready to put your grill away, that's when mine's breaking out. Anyhow, so we're going to have peppers and onions, sausage, peppers and onion sandwiches. I'm probably just going to go ahead and do them in my Easy Bake Oven. It won't hurt one bit. One of my favorite things that I got this week, and probably one of my highest priced items, is I got this lovely chuck roast. This is 3 4/6 of a pound. It was on sale for $3.29 per. Original price on this roast, $29. Sale price, $13.74. I love the marbling in it. I'm going to put this in the crock pot, a chuck roast, boneless chuck roast in the crock pot with carrots, celery, and onion, a little bit of Worcestershire, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a lot of love, and that pot roast is going to be delicious. Now, last night I did go ahead and make mashed potatoes and put them in the refrigerator to cool, to be reheated today because I'm doing some experiments with resistant starch. Pre-cooking something, letting it get to 35 degrees, and then, you know, whether you eat it cold or you reheat it, that it's a more resistant starch. It's not consumed the same as a hot starch or a fresh starch. And then, you know, your blood sugar doesn't jump up so much. I'm doing my experiments. Eat this, go take my blood sugar, see what happens. Yay, hooray. So we are going to be having mashed potatoes with this, and then I will probably just ladle up some of those juices to make a little bit of gravy. Won't hurt one bit. Also on sale every day for this week, Albertsons fried chicken. This is an 8-piece for $4.99. I had my choice of getting it hot and fresh or getting it cold. And since it's going to be for later this week, I did just get cold. Now, whether we eat this later this week or whether I go ahead and package these and put these in the freezer so Andrew can grab himself a quick lunch, you know, the possibilities, they're endless. So paid $5 for that. Also had to get a little bit of olive oil because I was all out. And believe it or not, I hardly fry it all. Usually it's just a saute. And this little bit, what is this? This is 16 fluid ounces. Will last me quite a while because I just don't fry. Sometimes I saute, but I hardly ever fry. So much to their chagrin because Andrew and Melissa and even I love fried foods. But you know, we're all watching our blood sugar, our blood pressure, our cholesterol, triglycerides, all those things. So yeah, absolutely. I got this big box of instant rice, 42 ounces. That's just a stock up for me. That's just an emergency rice kind of a thing. Maybe I'm in a hurry. Maybe I'm in a pinch. Maybe Melissa and Andrew are making rice. Yeah, they need some help. They can just pop that instant rice in. It's not my favorite, but it is convenient and easy, and you know, it's tasty. And there is absolutely nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with instant rice or instant potatoes for that matter. I love them both. I'll go on record I'll fight you over it. I think they're both okay. Do I think that brown rice is more delicious? Yes. Do I think that it's kind of a pain in the tuchus to cook? You bet. So there we go. For Andrew, he got 3 of these cherry pies. They're a signature select hand pie. He got 3 cherry flavored. He loves those. And they're not my thing. And he also got 2 Boston creams. I thought those look spectacular. I have never seen that flavor before over at my Albertsons. So I did get him those. Those are $1 a piece. And they just make him happy. So there's $5. Like I said, it didn't look like $96 worth of stuff, but I guess, you know, inflation, shrinkflation too. Got a package of veggie fries. garlic, parmesan, zucchini, veggie fries, 1 full serving of vegetables, and yeah, so it's an extra way for us to get a little extra veg in here. There are 4 serving sizes in each bag. Each serving size is about 11 fries. So, yeah, there's 3 of us. We finished the whole bag. So, we exceed the serving size on that. But they are so darn delicious. I can't help myself. And I like to think that I'm doing better than having regular, potato fries. I may or may not be. But at least I'm getting that extra serving of veg. Something that Melissa and Andrew are going to enjoy. Both Nutri-Grain bars were on sale for $1.99 per, and so they got a strawberry. There's 8 bars in here, and they got 8 bars of mixed berry. You're just gonna love those. I have a little bowl that I just stick all of these in, and it just sits out on the counter, so you can grab yourself a cup of coffee and a Nutri-Grain bar or whatever I have in that bowl, and just hit the road, Jack. You'll be set for the day, or at least it'll get you through to lunch. Okay, I also got this enormous jar of relish, sweet pickle relish, again for our family dinner night coming up. I have a bunch of takers for sweet relish, and so I will be stocking that up in the pantry. That was on sale for $5, which I think is a lot, but whatever. It's whatever. Also, to go with our, what do you call it, peppers and onions, I did get these keto buns. These are 8 buns. I have to tell you that these were over $6. These are never cost effective. They are never on sale, but they do make it possible for me to have my hot dog with a bun. So I'm not happy about it, but I'm not mad at it either. It is what it is. For myself, For myself, I also got this package of 4 slightly damaged, now that I've dropped them, of the sugar-free chocolate 70-calorie pudding cups. I love these, and when I'm after dinner, I have that little craving for something sweet. This can do the trick. I also purchased a Dr. Teal's Epsom salt, shea butter, and almond oil, and essential oils help ease aches, pains, soreness from muscle pains. Hot diggity. I'm probably the cleanest person on this block, because when my body is not feeling so great, when I'm doing kind of lousy, I take one of those Epsom salt baths. Sometimes it's 1, 2, 3 times a day, and it helps. It absolutely helps. So we're getting by on, some medication from the doctor and Dr. Teal. And so what I do is I mix this with regular Epsom salts that I buy from the Home Depot. It's a huge bag. It weighs about 5 pounds, and it's $10 over at the Home Depot in the gardening section. So I mix the 2 together because this smells quite strong. I can't take the whole bath in just those. So I mix the 2 together to stretch it out a little bit. And I think that it just eases my aches and pains, thank goodness. And anyhow, I also got, not pictured here, about 6 bananas, and they're just the right color. Perfect. Absolutely. So these are the things that I got for about $96. I think we've covered all of the food groups. Yay, hooray. Really going to enjoy that roast. I'm going to be putting it on today, so I got to hustle my bustle. But we're not going to get it in time for dinner. And tonight, it's Columbo night. Do any of you remember Columbo? Anyhow, here's a fun fact about Columbo. That the very first episode of Columbo was actually directed by Steven Spielberg. This is before Jaws Yeah, he directed the very first episode of Columbo. It's my favorite episode. And he also directed on Marcus Welby, MD. Any of you remember those shows? Well, anyhow, Columbo's on tonight. That's when we're going to be watching dinner. There's 2 episodes. I don't know what they are, but there's usually 2 episodes on a Saturday night. We're going to watch Columbo, and then we're going to go work our jigsaw puzzle because we're just too excited about it. Get excited about your life. Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're watching Columbo, whether you're having a night on the town, maybe you're going to dinner and a movie, maybe you're going to go dancing. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to go play bingo. You're just going to sit at your computer and watch YouTube videos all night long. Well, howdy, and thanks for watching, babies. Anyhow, let me put some of this stuff away. Alrighty, well, I am going to get right on my roast here because I'm running out of time for my slow cooker. So got my handy dandy trusty crock pot here, and got my handy dandy trusty crock pot here. It's warming up. When it gets warm, it gets really warm on high, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in the roast in there and kind of sear it with that. Got some onion, we've got some celery. I found a tomato that really needs attention. It is a little bit soft for slicing for a sandwich, but it's not moldy. It still looks pretty good, but yeah, it's not its best self. So I am going to use it. Just stew it in here with this roast. It will be fine and add a lot of flavor to the roast overall. I love a pot roast. I love a chuck roast. And it's a nice meal. We can eat on this for 2 or 3 days. We can have the vegetables, we can have the sandwich, we can have the whole shebang. And here we go. Get this all chopped up. I'm going to do big slices because this is going to be in here for 6 hours. And I just wanted to do its thing. Plenty of veg. I love the veg. Okay, let me tell you a story about Andrew. When I met Andrew had lived a very, very sheltered life. He came from Bakersfield, California. He was the only child of Don and Dot Ayers and adopted. And so he was much beloved, much sheltered, and what have you. Anyhow, I met him through a personal ad in the newspaper. He had come to Phoenix to go to college. And yeah, I met him through a personal ad in the newspaper and just adored him. But there were so many things that Andrew had never done. One of the things Andrew did not know how to do was drive. And so he asked me, would you teach me how to drive? Because he flunked driver's ed. Also, he did not get good grades in PE. Neither did I. This was the one, all I got was a satisfactory. PE was not my thing. Yeah, nobody wants to see me jump hurdles. I just run underneath of them. Nobody thought that was funny. You do what you gotta do. Anyhow, he wanted me to teach him how to drive. So, I took him out to where I grew up in Cave Creek because it was dirt roads. And there wasn't like street lights or mailboxes or anything like that you're gonna run into. It's dirt roads with high banks and like the worst thing you're going to do is plow my car into, a bank of dirt where the grader has pushed it up, That's really like the worst thing that's going to happen. Maybe a tree, but let's hope that we don't get that far. So we get in my car and I'm going to teach him how to drive how my dad taught me to drive. Here are the keys to the car. Just go around the block and then go the other way. And then, that's how Melissa and I learned. We got in the car and just went around the block. And then when we were good enough, we went on a ride with Dad, and he said, okay, well, you're good enough to make it. You're good enough to make it to town. We didn't have driver's license, but we could make it to town. Anyhow, so I'm just going to teach him the way that I got taught. Just here you go. So I get in the passenger side, and he gets on the driver's side, and I'm starting to explain the car to him and the dashboard because I'm not sure what his familiarity is. This is the speedometer. These are the RPMs, rotation per minute over here. And he says to me, I've been in a car before. I don't need your direction. Oh, okay, mister. Well, this is the gear shift. And, go ahead, start the car. Put your foot on the brake first. Start the car. And then, go ahead and we're just going to put it in drive. We're going to do reverse on a different day. So he starts the car and his foot is on the brake and he puts it into drive and he puts his foot on the gas and we take off. Okay, not so much gas. You got to ease into it. And we did the jerky lurky for, about 5 minutes and then, we finally got down our dirt road a piece, and it was all washboard, all washboard dirt road. We got down our road a piece, and he's going really fast. He's just got a lead foot, and it is rough. And I'm telling him, okay, Andrew, okay, what you need to do is take this down below 25 miles an hour before the dash of my car falls off. He said, I am going 25 miles an hour. I said, Andrew, where are you looking on this dashboard that it says 25 miles an hour? Because you're going at least 35, 40 miles an hour. He said, I'm looking over here where it says 2,500. No, that's rotations per minute. That has to do with the engine, not necessarily with your speed, baby. You got to look at the speedometer over here. So you should have paid attention when I was giving you the intro to cars. And so we're going down the road at 40 miles an hour on this dirt road. And it's almost killing me. And he's just gripping the wheel and looking straight ahead. I'm thinking, oh Lord, it's going to be like riding with my dad. Got a little bit of mushrooms too. And yeah, it's going to be like riding with my dad. Just eyes straight ahead and just concentrate, Andrew. So we finally make it around the block. And he's getting better, and then we go up the next street and down we're just going. We're just going to go all day until you can drive. So we go all day, and he's getting better, he's not lurking us around so much. Anyhow, my neck still hurts just thinking about it. He's a hot mess. So he's pretty proud of himself and thinks he can drive. And so we go home, and I take him home, and here is the driver's manual. Now, it's paper manual back then. You need to read this, and then we're going to take you over to the DMV, and we're going to get you a learner's permit. Okay, when you get a learner's permit, you can go out on the main roads, but we'll still practice on the dirt roads. So every weekend we're practicing on the dirt roads, and he decides, we're gonna go out on the main road. And okay, all right. So we're driving down the road, and we're just driving, and he's doing pretty good at the stoplight, stopping, and then taking off, but not like a bat out of Hades. Anyhow, God bless him. So it was an experience. We're going down this main road, and I forget that this main road now has an access to the freeway, to a brand new freeway called the 51. Anyhow, I guess I'm not paying that close of attention. And there he is. He's in the right-hand lane. He's on the freeway. He's on the freeway now. Like, how did we get on the... Well, I don't know. We were in the right-hand lane, and all of a sudden it became the freeway. Oh, okay, all right, we'll just try to keep up with the flow of traffic. It's going to be 55. So I know you're used to going, 25, 35, 40. Just you're going to have to give it. So we lurch up, and the next thing I know, we're going 80 miles an hour down the freeway, like a bat out of Hades. And he's just giving it all he's got, keeping up. Not just keeping up with the flow of traffic, but, just exceeding it. Anyhow, he comes up on some new traffic ahead of us, and he decides that he's going to pass cars. And my heart just lurched. I don't say a word. I don't say a word because I have the patience of a saint and insurance on the car. So you know what, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. Put these onions and mushrooms in here. That's going to be fantastic. Load this puppy up. Oh, spilled my onions all over the counter here. Shame on me. Shame, shame, I know your name. He's driving like a bat out of Hades on the 51 freeway. Like, okay, you've got to get over because we have got to get off. I can't take it. Anyhow, we finally got off the freeway and he's got to pull into a Circle K and he's covered in sweat and, you know, I'm not doing so good. We pulled into a Circle K and let's go get Slurpees. So we went in and we got some Slurpees, and I like cherry. He likes that blue raspberry. Each to their own. I'm gonna go ahead and toss these tops in here. They're looking a little ratty. I should have done something with them earlier. Shame on me. So yeah, we had to go in and get Slurpees and just take a breath for a little while. Do you think I'm doing well? Yeah, you're doing all right. You're doing all right, honey. You're not the worst driver that I've ever seen. And, well, I think I'm doing better. Okay, all right. So we go back, and now we've got to practice things like parking. And I take him behind our mall first thing in the morning before anybody's there. You know, sun's up. It's barely 7 o'clock. Mall doesn't open till 10. There's nobody back there. Like, okay, now you can practice your parking. But he cannot parallel park to save his life. So at our Phoenix DMV locations, you had to parallel park. There was one location in Scottsdale on Buttress, and that location only did a 3-point turnaround. So I took him down there, and that's where he got his driver's license because he could not parallel park. To this day, that man cannot parallel park. Now they have these cars that will parallel park you, but we're not that fancy. Yeah. On our way to get his driver's license, he's driving. He needs a little bit more practice. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and you know, I'm still praying about it. Dear God, please help me. Just help me get through this day. Anyhow, he's talking, and he's not really come to the part in driving where you can talk and where you can drive at the same time. But he's too distracted. Anyhow, he's talking and driving at the same time on the way to his driver's test to get, you know, and runs a red light at Scottsdale Road what was that? Frank Lloyd Wright and Hayden Boulevard, which is a pretty big intersection. It's 4 lanes on each side, and it's a pretty busy intersection on Frank Lloyd Wright, which is also Bell Road. Bell Road is one of our primary streets in the North Valley, and so it starts off in the East Valley. It's called Frank Lloyd Wright, then it's called Bell Road, and then it changes when you get really far west into Sun Valley Parkway. So, but it's all Bell Road. If you're looking for something, just drive on Bell Road. Eventually, you will run into it. That's what I say. Gonna put some celery in here. That's gonna be really good. I love celery. I love the flavor that it adds to that. Yippee skippy. Here's my soft-ish tomato. Now it doesn't have any mold. It's a little tiny bit wrinkly, but it smells just fine. And if it looks good on the inside, then we're in like Flynn. Oh yeah, it looks fun. No worries. So I'm gonna go ahead and just chop that up into quarters and just put that in there. And that can just stew with everything else. Fantastic. So yeah, that man, he ran a red light on the way to get his driver's license test. And now I'm really praying, dear Lord, don't let him kill us, because I adore him, and he's a menace behind the wheel. Please let him learn to pay attention and not lurch us all over the place. And please, God, help us. Anyhow, that man, God bless him. I did teach him to drive. He did get a driver's license in his time of having a driver's license for almost like 29 years. He has only been in one accident, and it was a stupid accident. Nobody was injured, and it really didn't Yeah, there was really not even a claim on our insurance. It was so, yeah, so minute. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the rest of the celery in here because I do love to cook celery. That's one of my favorite things. And I've got some of those celery leaves in there. That's just going to flavor it really nicely. Need some carrots. All right, have a little bag of baby carrots, and I don't think much of anything else is going to fit in here besides these carrots. So I think we are done, and I love that. That's a nice big meal. That's a nice big meal to last us 3 or 4 days. Let's get some water. Okay, so first I am going to season this with some Worcestershire sauce because I think that's just delicious with beef. And maybe I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons in there. That is also going to be my salty element. So there we go. I've got some apple cider vinegar. I always add a little bit of vinegar with any of my slow cooking, especially beef, because a little bit of this will be delicious, and it will also break down some of those, break down the meat, some of those fibrous tendons and what have you. That acid will just really go in. Doesn't matter what kind, apple, regular white, balsamic, whatever you've got, just that little bit of acid really helps with the meat and making it extra tender. I have some spiked no salt seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and put that on top. Yay, hooray. And I don't know, until you know your ancestors tell you you've got enough. Just keep going, because we've filled this up pretty well. So I'd say maybe 2 tablespoons of that would be just fine. And then I've got some black pepper because we love it. You don't love it, we'll put something else in, baby. It'll be okay. I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons of black pepper in there. Yeah, Andrew, he's still a menace behind the wheel. I don't like driving with him, and he gets distracted. Now his problem isn't so much that we lurch all the time. It's that we're going along at a regular pace, and then his mind wanders, and the next thing you know, we're on the freeway going 25 miles an hour, and the cars are beeping at us. And Andrew, what are you thinking about? Thinking about robots. Yeah, he thinks about robots all the time. That's his thing. And yeah, whatever. Yeah. Well, you got to stop thinking about it. And it's 65 now, so you got to get her going. We're gonna get shot in the head if you don't get her going. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and just put about 1/2 cup of water in there. That's gonna help everything cook. Yes, please, and thank you. That spiked no salt seasoning has all the things. It's got garlic from Gilroy. Hello, Gilroy. It has the celery seed. It has, all the things. It's an all-purpose seasoning, and it's no salt. It's one of my favorites. Anyhow, got about 1/2 cup of water in there. I don't have an onion soup mix, so just doing the best with what I've got. All of those aromatics, the carrots, the celery, the onion, they will add a lot of flavor to this. I've got this set on high to give it a jump start. Yay, hooray. It's going to be ready in time for Colombo. I'm going to let this go for about 6-7 hours, what have you. When it starts to smell really good, then it's dinner time, hot diggity. So yeah, I taught Andrew how to drive. He's not a great driver, don't ride with him. And did the best I could, but he was a very sheltered child. There were a lot of things that I learned him up on, like he didn't know how to swim. He didn't know how to swim when I met him, so I taught him how to swim. That was much easier than driving. That was a one afternoon kind of a thing. And it was just a matter really of getting his courage up. And that man loves to swim. He loves the pool. His favorite is to go in the ocean. You should see the smile on that man's face when we go to the beach and he swims in the ocean. He doesn't like to just get his feet wet. No, He wants to get way out there and you know, body surf, and the waves are crashing down on him, and he's bobbing up and down. He's adorable. Anyhow, I have to watch him real carefully though, because you know, he's a pretty good swimmer, but not terrific. So I keep a close eye on him. Anyhow, keep a close eye on him when he's driving now too. He's a menace. So yeah, I taught him how to drive, taught him how to swim. We learned all kinds of things. We had such a good time when we were young and in love, and we would just have these adventures because he had been so sheltered by his parents. Anyhow, that's a whole other story, and I'll tell you that one a different time. It's a little bit sad, a little bit tragic, but I'll tell you the story and later on in the month. Anyhow, that is my grocery haul. That's my roast, and I've got to go sit down now. I'm tired now. All right, my lovelies, be good, be careful. Look both ways. Clip your coupons. Get your digital deals. Look for your multipliers. Hey, if you've gotten a terrific bargain this week, tell me down below. I want to hear about your terrific bargains. All right, be careful. Look both ways. Big ol' smooches and big squeeze-a-ronies. I love you. I'll see you later. Bye now.